At Cornell, he's a two-time All-American, won a lot of matches. I go up there every year for camp, and he kicks my ass every single night we go out. But he does some good stuff up there. He's going to bring something for us to learn. I miss him. I told him he kicked my ass.
All right, guys. Thank you, Ferris, for having me here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show my single leg series, and I'm going to also incorporate some drills I like to do: hand fighting, moving your opponent, getting the weight on the leg that you want to shoot to. This is my favorite shot. This is my go-to shot. I have many different setups, many different finishes, but I really like shooting single legs, and it's definitely my favorite shot, my best shot. So, just starting off, I always like to stress to our guys, even at any level, you know, whatever leg you're leading with, we're keeping our hand down. We're always able to defend here, and we're clubbing with our backhand. So I always make contact here with a good club. Usually he'll elbow tie. As soon as he elbow ties, I go to my inside tie. Okay, so from here, we're just going to start, I call it steering wheel. All I want to do is I'm just going to pull hard on this inside tie as I'm pushing his head here. And I'm just going to circle. See how much weight I'm getting on this foot right now? That's what I want. I want to hear him stomping. One side, to the other side, to the other side. And we'll do this at the beginning of practice. Just warming up, you know, getting loose and getting your opponent moving. So come in, keep our hands down, hard collar tie, he elbow ties, I'm pulling. And then I look to attack. So it's doing two things. It's serving two purposes. You know, you're loosening up. You're also working on moving your hands and your feet. Something to always incorporate too is when we're moving them, we don't want to just stand here. We want to get our feet moving too. Every time we're moving our hands, we're moving our feet as well. So also when I club, moving. Moving your hands isn't good enough. You got to move your feet to get to your angle. If you want to get to your angle, you got to move your hands and your feet together. Moving. And so, like I said, moving your hands and your feet together, creating those angles, that's really important. So let's get into our single leg now. Got my inside tie, my collar tie. I like to circle away from the leg I'm going to shoot to. And as I do that, I set my feet and I attack. So I want to put weight. I'm a lefty, so everything's maybe a little backwards for righties, obviously, but I'm going to circle right. So I always circle away from the leg that I want, to bring weight on the opposite foot. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. Notice how my feet are right now. Okay, lots of times I'll see this when people are shooting single legs. They'll pull, and your feet will be so split, you can't penetrate. You go to a knee drop. From here, this is what always happens. The guy's gonna sprawl, you get extended. So I really stress keep my feet together so I can penetrate, get my hips through. I really stress get my hips through in every shot. Because if you bring your hips to the man, you're probably gonna be in good position. But if you just do a knee drop, you're gonna be in bad position right there. So once again, I move. Look at my footage right here. I wanna be 6, 8 inches right here if I can. And as I move them, I'm setting my feet. I'm pulling right to here. I'm setting my feet and I'm lowering my level. As I pull, I'm lowering my level and I just let his head pop and I don't move. Right here, I'm in great position. I can fire into my single leg and I'm ready to score. Release my backhand, hand down, pull. Head comes up. I'm about 6 inches right now. I'm gonna shoot my shot, drive off my back leg, right to here. My head's gonna be up. I like to lock above the knee. Okay, I lock above the knee because when he sprawls, I wanna get my elbow to the mat. So here's where I'm at right now. From here, the guy's usually gonna sprawl. He sprawls, watch what I'm doing with my elbow. I'm gonna punch my elbow to the mat right here. Now, I lock his hip in. By punching my elbow to the mat, he can't circle. If my elbow's up and I circle, he can circle with me, or if I'm low and I circle, he can keep circling and get to those whizzers. Right? So I really like to lock above the knee if I can. If I slide down, we have an answer for that, but I like to lock here, so when he sprawls, get my elbow to the mat. Once my elbow gets to the mat, I call it get my knee in the hole. Okay, so circles. Watch what I'm doing with my knee. As soon as my elbow gets to the mat here, I go right here. I call it getting my knee in the hole. And this really locks that hip in, and it doesn't allow for him to get to that whizzer. When he gets to the whizzer, it's obviously a tough situation, so I really want to get my knee in the hole, bury my shoulder, keep my elbow down, head up, good position. So I'm right here. Now I'm in great position right now. My head's up, my knee's in the hole, my elbow's down. From here, now I'm just going to shelf. Take a back step, drop down to the ankle. It's going to be my top hand. My top hand's going to step back, drop down to the ankle. I'm in here, my elbow's down, my head's up, I'm in good position. Take my back step, drop down to the ankle, now I shelf. Put it right up on this hip, right here. Once I put it on the hip, I want to collapse over. Now I can use both my hands. If anything, he's going to kick forward, and it's going to bring me closer, make it easier for me. So I'm here, I shelf. I'm in good position right now. Now I just replace my hands. I was here, place, finish hard. If I can, I want to get to this knee. Get above the knee, with my shoulder right behind his butt, run him down. Right to there. Here my single, elbows deep, sprawls, knee right in the hole. I get my knee right in the hole, take my back step, shelf. Once I shelf, adjust my shoulder. See my shoulder's high right now? Shoulder's high. I just slip it. I'm in okay position, I'm not in great position. Now I feel real strong. From here, really tight, transfer, one right on front. Okay, so that's obviously best case scenario. When I move him, I get good position, take my shot, he sprawls, I run backside, and I finish through. That's best case, but obviously the guy's gonna counter and do other things. So now I'm gonna go to when he grabs his own foot. Okay, when he grabs his foot, something a little different. Shoot my single, he's right here and he grabs his foot and he's whizzing me pretty hard here. What I like to do is I like to stay above the knee if I can. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reach on the inside with my free hand. Okay, so this is my outside hand. Whether I'm above the knee or below the knee doesn't really matter. Okay, he's trying to crank on my shoulder. I gotta keep my head up. If I keep my head up, he can't get his shoulder in to crack me down here. Crack me down. See what my head's doing right there? It's fairly simple. You just gotta keep your head in the way so his body can't collapse on you. My head's out, he's gonna whiz me hard right now. My head's in, he can't get much. All I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna lift. I call it sliding up the ramp. He's gonna slide his leg right up my leg, stand to my feet. Now, something that's really important with this, turn this way a little bit, is that when I lift, I don't just want to lift to here and then step. I'll get picked and I'll be in bad position. I want to run into him as hard as I can and force him to stand with me or run him over. What I mean by that is this. Okay, so my inside hand, right to the inside of his knee. So I shot my single leg, my hand right here that was posting on the mat, it's gonna go right to the inside of his knee. Now I'm gonna drive into him and lift. That's the reaction you're gonna get. If he doesn't decide to stand with me, you're gonna get there on him. The better guys and the more athletic guys are gonna stand. So it makes it fairly easy to get to your feet without dealing with his weight. I'm sure, I mean, I've been here a lot before I learned this technique, and I'm just trying to, get to my feet, deal with all the weight. Just run into him, and it forces him to stand and take all the weight off of you. Okay, it's a good little trick in here. So once again, I shot my single leg, he's whizzing me. I'm keeping my head up so he can't get tons of pressure on me. Reach the inside of his leg, slide it up my back leg. Slide it up my leg, lift, drive in. Right to here. Once I'm here on my feet, there's lots of options. You can go here, you can trip. Well, let's go with a trip for now. I'm here, I'm gonna club, trip. Let him fall first, cover it up. One more time. Here, I'm pulling, I shoot my single. get too low, he whizzers. My head stays up, so I stay in good position. I'm driving off my back leg right now. Hand that's posted on the mat. It's gonna go right to his knee. See what I do right now? Right to his knee. I'm gonna drive into him as I slide up my leg. You gotta do it all in one step right now. Right up to your feet. From here, club, trip, finish for you too. You guys got any questions on that one or no? Yeah, side note, feel free to just shout out questions if you got them. They have an answer for you. So that's where I get a lot. Lots of guys counter right away. You shoot a signal like on me. Before you even get to the finish, they're going to go right to here and grab their own foot. So you'll get there a good amount. So it's good to be able to lift as we can. So another option from there that I like to do, once again,